if you do something, so if anyone appreciate, definitely you'll be more happy, isn't it? Then if you get more chocolate, definitely. So play with your parents, friends. These are the things that make you more happy. Art, good. Very good. Okay, children, very good. So these are things that I came to know that one, that you be more happy. So today, no subject-based class today. Happy? Are you happy? No subject at all. Okay, good. Okay, now we are going to make one fun. What fun maybe is that? Because during this pandemic situation, we can't move out, isn't it? This is an opportunity to see and get experience the world without ever leaving our place. Really good what opportunity for us. So we can explore places across the high seas, even those states across our country, and many nearby are faraway people. How it is possible? How it is possible? By virtual tour only, isn't it? Virtual field trip only. So if you feel that. So children, I'm going to show something. So before that, so taking a field trip or excursion makes you happier? Yes or no? Yes only. For me also, yes only. Yes, because that can, during that moment, so how we used to feel? Relieved stress and fulfilled our movement. Really, we used to enjoy, isn't it? Well, go for trip or excursion or tour, whatever, wherever. Definitely, we used to enjoy. But during this moment, we can't move out. That's the reason. Now we are going to move trip. So, my dear children, you can't quite believe we are going to give one surprise field trip. Are you ready? Okay, children, what that surprise is there? What that surprise is there? Because before that, I'm going to give one short introduction about that place. What is famous in Mysore? What is famous in Mysore? Give your answers in the chat box. Mysore Palace. Very good. Very good. So what is the nickname of Mysore, children? Nickname of? We can call as a Mysore as a sandalwood place. Yeah, maybe we can use that name for that nickname for the Mysore sandalwood. Okay. What are the historical place? Can you anyone? What are the historical place?
Someone has given ma'am zoo.
Zoo, superb. Then clock tower, gun house, town hall, then Wellington Lodge. These are the places, that means historical places. We can see there. Today, we are going to see one, that one someone has given the zoo. Isn't it? What is the name of the zoo? What is the name of the zoo, children? Can you anyone guess? So the name of the zoo is the Chamarachandra Zoological Garden. So it is that more commonly known as Mysore Zoo. It is one of the oldest zoos in the world that is established in the year of 1892 by the royals of the Mysore. That means that Maharaja Chamarachandra only wanted to design his city with full of gardens. Initially as a private zoo for the royals only. Then zoological gardens was formed from the part of the Maharaja that nearby that area only. Later on now it is a common for everyone. Then what is that extra in the sense? Do you know what is the area is covered with that? 157 acres. Mysore Zoo is the second most visited place in Mysore after the Mysore Palace. This is really good. Now that part only that we are going to see. Then Maharaja Chandra, what's his name? Chandra, what is that one? that zoo, Chamarachandra Zoological Garden. So what he did, personally select from various countries of Europe and Africa. He brought animals like chimpanzees, giraffes, orangutans, gorillas, and bears. He also brought rare exhibits like American bisons and polar bear, Californian sea horses, then white elephant, penguin, kangaroos, and successfully exhibited them. Shall we get ready? So one more thing that we have to come to know that one in that that means in that zoological garden, all the species, that means all the animals live in their natural habitat only, natural environment only. There is no any cages or barricades. Without any cages and barricades only, they are very happy within that garden. Shall we move? Shall we see? Get ready? Yes, everyone be silent. We'll just now, let's get ready for our field trip. Where we are moving now? From state to state, Karnataka, Mysore. Get ready, children. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Divya, ma'am, make
Yes,
as the
ma'am.
presenter, ma'am.
Now,
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I got it. Is it visible, ma'am? Stella, ma'am?
yes, ma'am. Clear only. Selva ma'am, clear only. Yes, ma'am. Clear only. Selva ma'am, clear only.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
It's early morning at the Mysuru Zoo and the beginning of a new day. Our zoo is one of the oldest in India and was established in 1892 by the 23rd Maharaja of Mysore, Sri Chama Rajendra Wodeyar. During his time, it occupied just 10 acres of land. But over the years, it has expanded tenfold and is now home to over 150 species of animals from India and around the world, including wallabies and cassowaries from Australia, hyenas, rhinos, wild dogs and elephants from Asia, giraffes, zebras, cheetahs and hippos from Africa, and tapirs, jaguars and spectacular birds from South America. This film provides a glimpse of typical events during a day at our zoo. We'll introduce you to some unforgettable characters and even give you a sneak peek behind the scenes. Join us on this expedition and discover why we have been consistently rated as one of the best zoos in Asia. Our zoo is not just renowned for its diverse animal collection, but also for its stately gardens. Designed almost a century ago by the eminent German botanist and garden designer G.H. Krumbagel, these expansive grounds are meticulously maintained to this day. Elegant heritage structures add charm to the gardens, like this bandstand, which was once used to stage music performances. Another historical landmark is the Thandi Sadak or Cool Road, which kept the king shaded as he rode in and out of his nearby summer palace. Today, you can experience both the old world charm of the Maharajas and the excitement of a modern zoo. Set in the heart of Mysuru, our zoo is one of the city's main attractions and is visited by over 3 million people every year. On weekends and holidays, the zoo takes on a bustling carnival-like atmosphere with visitors from everywhere. For many of them, a day at our zoo is their first or closest encounter with the marvels of nature. Among the most popular animals in our zoo are the big cats. The glass frontage of our cheetah and leopard enclosures provides an amazing viewing experience. Leopards may be the most agile predators, but their cousins next door are truly awe-inspiring. This handsome fellow is Prithvi. Like most of the tigers in our zoo today, he was born to Manya, our white tigress. Manya herself was born at our zoo in 2005 and has produced many cubs over the years. So far, all of them have been normal-colored tigers. One fact that you may not be aware of is that, unlike in the old days, zoos in India are no longer permitted to capture animals from the wild for exhibition. So to ensure that we always have a variety of animals, we depend on exchange programs with other zoos, as well as captive breeding. Animals born and raised are well adjusted to life and thrive when provided proper care. This includes spacious enclosures enriched with features that simulate natural habitats. Not only have aesthetic appeal, but also create a sense of comfort and well-being for the animals. Enclosure is a habitual vantage point for Darshan, our own Lion King. Their enclosure is a favorite spot for our Indian grey wolves. Hunt in packs and can easily bring down prey much bigger than themselves, such as the sambar. Sambar are fairly common and widely distributed in India's forests. They are the largest deer in Asia, and a stag can weigh 350 kilos or more. Far heavier than the sambar are the gaur, the largest wild cattle in the world. A bull stands 6 feet at the shoulder and weighs close to a ton. One of the smallest herbivores in the world, the Indian mouse deer. An adult like this one stands just 13 inches tall and weighs a mere 3 kilos. Towering over all our other animals, are the tallest mammals in the world. A male giraffe can grow over 18 feet tall and weigh more than 2,000 kilos. Because of their long legs, eating anything on the ground isn't easy. So we hoist their food up on a pole. A giraffe can extend its tongue by as much as 18 inches. This enables it to pluck leaves high up in the canopy. Most of the giraffes in our collection were born here and continue to breed well. At over 4 tons, the heaviest animal in our zoo is Rambo, our African elephant. Rambo is rarely seen without his faithful sidekick, a yellow-billed egret. The elephant's dung attracts insects, which the egret is quick to snap up. Rambo is now in his mid-20s, and we hope to find him a mate soon. Next to Rambo's enclosure is our herd of Asian elephants. They are extremely fond of water and love to splash around at every opportunity. They are the most pampered animals in our zoo and even have their own shower. Elephants have enormous appetites and must be fed throughout the day. We give them a combination of cooked food, fruits, vegetables, and grass. Keeping our animals well fed and healthy is our top priority, and it's quite an exercise. Every day, truckloads of food arrive at the zoo, bringing 300 kilos of meat, 400 kilos of fruits and vegetables, 750 kilos of grains, pulses and bran, and 6,000 kilos of grass and green fodder. Only the freshest and best grade of food is fed to our animals, and all items are subjected to stringent quality checks. Our kitchen staff prepares the right type of food for each species. It's a race against time every morning, catering to the many hungry mouths waiting for their breakfast. Irrespective of holidays, bad weather, earthquakes or riots, food has to be delivered several times a day to the enclosures. Of course, where there's an abundance of food, uninvited guests are never far behind. Many free-living creatures benefit from the banquets that are spread for our animals. In turn, they add color and gaiety to our zoo. Some of our birds and animals need special food. These scarlet ibis get their bright coloring from the beta-carotene in the food they eat. So to keep them looking beautiful, we include shrimp and grated carrots in their diet. We also breed and raise mealworms because some animals need insects in their diet at least a couple of times a week, like this African bat-eared fox. We have several species of crocodilians in our collection, and they are fed fish on alternate weeks. Our otters, on the other hand, need fresh fish every day. Here Visitors to our zoo might regard the animals they see as just specimens. But to us, each one is a distinct individual with its own personality. Mason, one of our chimpanzees, likes to wave at his admirers like a music conductor. Abhi, one of our Asian elephants, loves to make his own straw hat. He'll put it on and take it off several times a day. This ostrich pair might look like a happily married couple, but for some reason, the male seems to regard his keeper too as a potential mate. Anytime he's nearby, the male will woo him with an elaborate courtship display. Our sloth bears, Ganesha and Durgi, also have distinct personalities. They were raised together as cubs and are very attached to each other. Ganesha is the adventurous one and is always getting up to some mischief. His mate Durgi, on the other hand, likes to take it easy. Whenever Ganesha gets bored, he will cajole the reluctant Durgi into a friendly wrestling match. It's all in good fun and no one gets hurt. Animals at the zoo can also exhibit a surprising level of intelligence. Using a rock to relieve an itch is nothing unusual. But using a branch as a back scratcher? Now that's clever. When his keeper enters the enclosure every morning, Krishna, the hippo, will literally demand a mouthwash. Our male Indian rhino, Virat, knows exactly when it's bath time. He will walk to the bathing area without any prompting and won't leave until he's received a thorough wash. Like Virat, many animals at the zoo develop a close bond with their keepers. But don't be fooled. Only their keeper can get this close. Zoo animals can be very dangerous, and the rest of us must always stay behind the railings. However, if you would like a closer bond with our animals, you can participate in our adoption program and sponsor the upkeep of any of our animals. As a sponsor, you will get special visit privileges, and your support will help take care of some of our feeding expenses. When you see healthy and happy animals at our zoo, it's thanks to the elaborate management protocols we have in place, which are implemented by a staff of nearly 300 people. You may not notice them, but they are everywhere, quietly doing their jobs. Keeping enclosures clean and regularly disinfected forms a large part of every keeper's duties. The main gate and entrances to other sensitive sections also have disinfectant mats to minimize the spread of diseases. Preventive medicine too is a crucial aspect of our animal healthcare routine. Today, our veterinary team is preparing to vaccinate the giraffes against foot and mouth disease. The syringe is loaded into a special gun and then fired into the animal's rump. The big males barely flinch when the dart hits home. But next door, the females and their young are already nervous. One by one, the doctors get them all. The vaccine gets injected within seconds after the dart pierces. A couple of flicks of the tail and the dart falls off and will be collected by the keeper. Animals can also get affected by ticks and fleas. Today, it is the turn of these Barasingha or swamp deer to receive their periodic treatment for ectoparasites. An organic insect repellent is mixed with water and sprayed in the form of a fine mist as the animals gather to feed. Despite all these precautions, however, animals do get sick sometimes and are treated at our zoo hospital. This sloth bear has been tranquilized and brought in for an X-ray and an ultrasound. Once the doctors diagnose the problem, the animal will be treated and closely monitored. The zoo hospital also houses our animal orphanage. This is Chamundi. She was found abandoned in the wild and sent to us when she was just 6 months old. Her keeper feeds her a special milk formula several times a day. Like all youngsters, Chamundi can be greedy. After gulping down her milk, she will raid her playmate's lunchbox. The Gaur calf must eat quickly before Chamundi finishes everything. Meanwhile, it's feeding time for the other orphans. Sometimes, babies born at the zoo are not properly looked after by their mothers and have to be painstakingly hand-raised. These hyena pups are just a few weeks old, but have insatiable appetites. They are absolute rowdies and can be quite quarrelsome at feeding time. One of our most popular exhibits is our newly redesigned snake house. Here, you can come face to face with the heaviest snake in the world, the green anaconda from South America, or the longest venomous snake, Asia's king cobra. A male like this one can grow to 18 feet in length and raise nearly 1/3 of its body off the ground. Our walk-in aviaries are also popular as they allow visitors to stroll among the birds. The star attractions in this aviary are the black swans. Our zoo has been a great venue for inspiring a love for nature in young minds. Every year since 1992, about 60 students have been handpicked for a year-long program involving lectures and field visits. The students are taught various aspects of nature conservation, which we hope will instill a lifelong empathy for the natural world. We also pride ourselves as a clean and green zoo and recycle much of the organic waste that is generated. Mega herbivores like rhinos, hippos, and elephants eat vast quantities of food. And of course, what goes in does come out. Our keepers have their work cut out, clearing these mini mountains of dung. We ensure that none of this waste goes to waste. From the pens, herbivore dung is sent to a vermicomposting yard, where it is slowly converted to a rich natural fertilizer that keeps our gardens lush and lovely. The best time to visit our zoo is in the morning or the evening, when animals are at their most active. From entry to exit, the pathway through the zoo is 3.2 kilometers, which you can cover in just a couple of hours. But we recommend that you take it slowly to get the most out of your trip. But do avoid the middle of the day if you can, as it's a time when most animals rest. While most visitors come to our zoo to see animals, we also have a great variety of trees from all over the world. Some are as old as the zoo itself. For over a century, these grounds with their magnificent trees and animals have been an important part of Mysuru's rich heritage. It has been our constant endeavour to provide the best conditions for our animals and to ensure that visitors have a memorable day at our zoo. We are immensely proud that what started as a Maharaja's private menagerie has evolved into a vibrant and dynamic public institution. With your continued support, we hope to make Mysuru Zoo even better in the years to come.
Very good.
Sound is
Okay.
not audible.
No, dear, over, I think so. Selva, ma'am, is it over?
Ma'am, I really love the animals in
Very
the
good.
zoo.
Okay, children, listen
Yes,
now.
I
Please
love
mute, please, Kana, mute yourself. Mute yourself. I'm
The
going to ask
sound
only
is
one.
not audible, ma'am.
No, mine is audible only. Am I audible for you?
Yes, ma'am, it's audible, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Okay, listen, children. Okay, what did you observe there? Okay, what are the animals have you seen around Mysore Zoo? Any few? Any few? As I said, all the species of animals in their natural habitat one, isn't it? Without
Ma'am,
any
giraffe.
Very good. Giraffe.
Elephant, tiger, hippopotamus, rhino, lion, tiger, lion, tiger, and rabbit, elephant,
Leopard cat, jungle cat, then
squirrel,
jaguar, cheetah, elephant, isn't it? So what we have learned in that? Few words in the sense, if I say, inspire people to conserve, save and appreciate wildlife, isn't it? Rescue birds and animals. So what it teaches? So it teaches us what? About the importance of conservation. keeping safety our environment as well as our wildlife. Definitely we have to follow that. SDS? Sure, we have to follow that. Okay. Please everyone listen before that. Children, before that. Yes, once a year. Just listen what we are going to celebrate on Monday. Once a year, yogis celebrate the International Day of Yoga on June 21st. Listen, Kana, we will get that one. Few minutes. Listen. So it's a day to acknowledge and invest in mentally, physically, as well as emotionally. What we have to do during that moment, that yoga day. The benefits of yoga that we have to realize that to connect with friends as well as community members, isn't it? So June 21st is going to fall on coming Monday. So what day is that? What is that? International, that means World Yoga Day, isn't it? So we are going to practice asanas. So be prepared to celebrate on the day to wear. Listen, children, on the day in the sense coming Monday, we are going to celebrate Yoga Day. So International Yoga Day that we are going to celebrate on coming Monday. So to wear white color dress or any light color, sandal or baby pink like this, you have to try to wear on that day. Then if you have yoga mat, good. Otherwise, no issues. We will use bed sheet as a spreadsheet. Okay. To spreadsheet to do our asanas. We have to follow that. Shall we do on Monday? Coming Monday? Yes. So coming Monday that we are going to celebrate Yoga Day. See, everyone get ready. Okay, children, with your light color dress. Maybe if it is white dress, too good. Otherwise, you can use light sandal color or pink, light pink. Okay? Okay, listen. Please, if I ask everyone, please unmute yourself. Unmute your video. Video alone. Video alone. Listen, children, video alone, not audio. Video alone. Unmute your video. Unmute your video alone, please, my dear. Unmute your video, everyone. Unmute your video. Okay. Now I'm going to call one person. You have to what? Share your experience about our today's field trip. Okay? Okay, Saumya. Saumya, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now can you share your experience about today's field trip? How that you enjoy?
I enjoyed really well, ma'am. When I saw the giraffes, the elephants, the rhinos, and the squirrel that came out of nowhere, I loved them all. The squirrel actually is my most favorite animal.
Very
I
good.
love all animals a lot because I like the way they experience a lot of their food diet, and also I like the way they help nature.
Very good. Nice. Okay.
All
What is
the
the name of that
animals are
animal
so
called
fun to see.
Samundi. Name of animal called Samundi Day.
Ma'am?
Elephant. Name of animal called Samundi.
Oh, that he was kind
Ah.
of cute. I
Elephant.
love elephant.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Kanab. Mute yourself,
Even
Saumya.
they're the largest land animal. They are the largest land animal.
Very good. Very good. Next one. Okay, Kanab, mute yourself. Okay. The next one, shall I call? Who's ready to share? One person have to give your. If I call, you have to unmute and you have to share your experience, children. Shall I call Sanjana Shri? Yes, Sanjana. Tell me your experience, Sanjana.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am. Say loudly. Say loudly, Jai Gurudev, ma'am.